Welcome back to another episode of Underground Nutrition's Esoteric Supplements. Today we're talking about Methylene Blue, the fishbowl cleaner you can drink. Alexa, play Meshuggah. Going back several months ago, while I was scrolling Twitter, a name kept popping up, an unfamiliar name, and that was Methylene Blue. And the name alone piqued my interest, and that started me down the rabbit hole of peat maxing, methylene blue, and drinking fishbowl cleaner for general health. So since I didn't die, I'm going to tell you what methylene blue is and my personal experiences with it. First, a brief history. Methylene blue was first prepared in 1879 by Henrik Caro. It's technically a salt, and it's used to treat a condition called methemogloboedemia. It's been used to treat everything from malaria to cyanide poisoning, and yes, clean fish bowls. So why has methylene blue been popping up in fitness coaches and influencer stacks more recently? And what made me decide to drink this shit? I'll give you 4 reasons. Mood and cognition, energy, skincare, and yes, it will clean your fishbowl. First, mood and cognition. Methylene blue reduces oxidative damage to brain cells, which is a contributing factor to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Also, more significantly, I think, is that it's an MAO, a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, which a lot of people know as basically antidepressant. So methylene blue, when taken, actually raises serotonin levels and should honestly never be combined with any sort of antidepressant. If you're taking Wellbutrin or any other antidepressants, you should definitely skip methylene blue. Number 2, energy, increased energy levels. Methylene blue provides oxygen and creates more energy to the mitochondria, which are the powerhouse of the cells. And it also increases ATP. Personally, when I took it, I felt an abundance of energy. Like I had to hold off on coffee because I was pretty amped up from taking it. Number 3, skincare. Methylene blue, when taken topically, can improve the appearance of skin. Methylene blue is touted as a powerful anti-aging drug. What it does is it triggers fibroblasts, the cells responsible for the production of collagen, which makes for a healthier looking skin. And lastly, fishbowl cleaner. Yes, it is a fishbowl cleaner because it is an anti-parasitic. So you would put it into your fish bowl and not kill your fish, but it will kill the parasites. So the same sort of philosophy would apply, I suppose, to the body. Okay, look, that's the boring shit. That's just like the science stuff. Methylene blue is a complicated drug. It has at least 10 different functions in the body. A lot of them are complicated and use big words like hemoglobinemia, or whatever. And that always makes for a boring video, but I can give you guys my personal experience with it. So first, I found a reputable source. It was recommended to me by one of my anonymous frog friends online, and I received a bottle of it after reading extensively about it, and I wanted to use it for 2 reasons, skin treatment and also for its effects on mood. I received my bottle of blue fishbowl cleaner. This is a USD. So I guess, on the bottle it says it's made for human consumption. I should note right off the bat that methylene blue is not actually a dietary supplement of any kind. I received my bottle and I did not read the label too well, and I proceeded to take 10 milligrams. Now this is a fairly high dose for somebody who's never taken it before. Within 20 minutes, a notable change in my mood occurred. I was suddenly in an awesome mood. And usually for me, my mood just is varying degrees of anger. Good mood is just less angry. So what I mean is I never really pay attention to my mood. Methylene blue is also a blue dye. So it can dye your skin and dye your tongue. Notoriously, you'll see on TikTok people with blue tongues if you search the hashtag methylene blue. I mixed it with a supplement called Good Morning by Project AD, which is basically apple cider vinegar, glycine, all the stuff you're supposed to take in the morning. I drank it. 10-20 minutes later, I noticed I was in a really good mood. I got a really good high energy workout, and for the rest of the day I was in a palpable good mood, like tangible. I was telling people what a good mood I was in. Also, when I was on a walk, I also noticed that the colors of the sky and the trees seemed a lot more vivid. And I didn't think anything of it at the time. But later that day on Twitter, one of the things that they had mentioned was colors appear more vivid. The other reason why I wanted to use it, besides a mood enhancer and energy, was skin. I occasionally break out in dry skin patches around my nose and my eyebrows and my eyes. I think it's called the Irish curse. The other Irish curse, I don't have that Irish curse. I have the second one, the dry skin one. And when I get stressed out, it flares up, but it's always a little red. And, it's just for some skincare, some anti-aging. I'm getting old. So what I did was I mixed it with some coconut oil, and I applied it to my face for the last 2 weeks. And lo and behold, now you could say it was the coconut oil. My face has cleared up. My skin feels smoother, and I swear to God, it's like a miracle. So every night I put my blue face on. It is a blue dye, so you will have a blue face and blue beard. I've never done any kind of skin care in my entire life. I'm not that guy, but every night I'm applying this to my face because it has made a significant difference in the appearance of my skin and also how my skin feels. So my 2-week assessment of Methylene Blue is I will continue to use it. If you are dragging ass, if you're looking for a powerful antioxidant, if you're looking to kill parasites in your fishbowl, I highly recommend Methylene Blue. People that aren't taking any sort of antidepressants, because those are really the only people that shouldn't take it. I own a supplement store. I am trying to carry it. I am not trying to sell you guys anything. I don't actually have Methylene Blue. If that changes, check in the description and we will provide a link. And I am not going to recommend the company that was recommended to me because I know nothing about it and I just simply went on his word. So God forbid. Safety and dosing. Let's just go over that real quick. Do not take 10 milligrams like I did. I've greatly lowered my dose. Methylene Blue is notorious for turning people's pee blue, and when used intravenously, it is known to make you sweat blue and poop blue. I am under the philosophy that if you are peeing blue, that you are taking too much. So I have lowered my dose from 10 milligrams to 5 milligrams, and I don't have that overwhelming good mood, but that's not what I'm trying to go for. I'm not trying to chemically alter my mood. I'm just trying to give a little boost. And I'm not peeing blue at the 5 milligram dose, and my mouth isn't stained. So I think for most people, you should probably start off at 2 to 3 milligrams and titrate up from there. I mean, I've heard of people taking as high as 15 milligrams in one shot. I bet the colors are pretty vivid then. It has been compared to microdosing mushrooms in the higher doses. Toxicity is something like greater than 5 milligrams per kilogram to the 42nd power. So you'd have to multiply how many kilograms you weigh by 42 and then multiply that by 5 milligrams. And basically you'd have to drink several gallons of it or something for it to be toxic. So I would classify it as generally safe. So yeah, Methylene Blue. Strangely enough, it's one of the newer things that I've heard of that isn't total shit and snake oil. And I will continue to use it and hopefully sometime soon sell it in my store. I think it is something that's worth looking into. Anyway, if you like this video, we have a bunch of other esoteric supplements. Generally, I try to keep the supplements I talk about to natural. Methylene Blue is not natural. There's no methylene blue tree. People were not using methylene blue prior to 1876. Seems to be pretty low key, but there's a big buzz about it. If you like this video, we have other videos that we talk about all different types of rare supplements and how they work and whether or not they're any good and what their functions were throughout history. And we also have a little podcast on here that we do with our friends over at Paramount Gym. So please hit the like button, subscribe, talk shit in the comments, ask questions that I'll probably ignore. And thanks for watching. Wait, you can't make me look like a fucking idiot. Tired of you making me look like a fucking idiot.
Your thumbnails are great.